Right then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, hello, wherever you are. My name is Paul, I'm also called Knick-Knack. I've got a phone that makes itself noticeably noticeable by beeping at an awkward time, and I'm the brain, so help me God, behind Knick-Knack's Daily Teaser, a fun, daily brain teaser quiz. You'll see those and other bits and bobs I've posted to YouTube hidden under that little eye in the corner there. Some of that other stuff includes things about movies I've seen and things about TV shows I'm watching. Yesterday was the 20th of April 2021, and I managed to get to see a third episode of Series 2 of Apple TV Plus's For All Mankind series. Frankly, I enjoyed the first one, and 3 episodes in, I'm enjoying the second one. Last night's episode, or the episode I saw last night, was Rules of Engagement, and I wanted to tell you about it as briefly as I possibly could. Episode 3, Rules of Engagement, opens with a very brief clip of the real Ghostbusters, the animated series. A clip, did you ever see that? I never did, but there we go. At any rate, the clip is one that's interrupted by a TV announcement that 4 US soldiers have been taken hostage in Panama by Soviet proxies. The scene shifts to the moon and to the crew of the Jamestown base, who have found that their Soviet rivals are trying to jump the US lithium mining claim. When word of that gets back to NASA, it sees Margot, Ed, General Bradford and Thomas Paine.
It's 21:30.
Thank you, Katie. Ren Schmidt, Joel Kinnaman, John Marshall Jones and Dan Donahue immediately start planning how to handle the situation. General Bradford and Ed have quickly realised that guns and trained astronaut Marines are potentially needed, something Margot and Thomas really don't like the sound of. Post-titles and into the main part of the episode, we see Tracy, Sarah Jones, Guldo Stevens' ex-wife, getting out of bed with a beer and realising she's going to be late for work and having no time to deal with a message from her ex-husband, Guldo, Michael Dorman. He's getting ready for work for his new job at NASA by digging out his old bright blue NASA uniform, realising it's just a little bit snugger than he remembered, and believe me, I know how he feels. At any rate, and meanwhile, Ed's wife Karen, Chantal Van Santen, is going through the list of potential colleges with their daughter Kelly, played by Cynthia Wu. Karen has plenty of ideas about where Kelly should go. Kelly, on the other hand, wants to go to the Naval College in Baltimore called Annapolis. You can imagine the arguments, can't you? Now, good, bad or indifferent, I've got to admit I've not seen any other Apple TV series. I really haven't. I have been watching the inevitable sci-fi one, the inevitable alternative history, and so far the series has proven proud. It's good. The first series was great. These first 3 episodes are fantastic, and this third one, we're getting to see how the Cold War is shaping up in this alternative history. It's a very different direction to how our Cold War went, or indeed how the Man in High Castle's Cold War went. We don't have Nazis in America, well, arguably, and we didn't have or don't have guns on the moon. I don't know if they'd work. I seem to recall Harry Harrison in one of the stainless steel rap books saying about recoilless guns they had. They ejected the guns from the bullet out of the back of the gun. I don't know if that would work on the moon, so I don't know if guns would work realistically on the moon. But it does make you think what could have happened. We also see Guldo and Tracy. Their relationship is, well, you can see why they divorced, and it's still in this second series, which is some 10, 15 years after the original is still rather, very, completely, totally, utterly unhealthy. They talk, they communicate, they have to, they have got kids, but it's not necessarily the healthiest ex-marital relationship. We also see the Baldwin family, Ed and Karen and Kelly, in a set of scenes that really does give a meaning to heated discussion. They have an out and out family row about Kelly's going to Naval College. That's almost has the kibosh put on it when Ed, off the cuff, decides to try and put the stop to it, and it mostly comes from the concern for his and Karen's dead son in the first series, Shane, the little boy that gets run over bicycling down the street. So there's a lot of emotion there with that climax. It really is a great little episode to watch, and it's really got me wanting to watch another episode next Tuesday night, Pathfinder episode 4. I'll be watching that next Tuesday. Hopefully you'll join me then. I suspect the episode is going to heat up. See you next Tuesday. Just as a postscript for you, I've mentioned the mining claim that seems to be a hinge point for this particular episode, at least for the first 3 episodes, this mining claim on the moon. I don't know if international treaties currently would allow for that. I don't think they do, as far as I know. But it's an interesting point of divergence for this history. We couldn't mine on the moon, as far as I know. This alternative history, they can, and they're staking nationally based claims to it. The particular claim they're having issues with is a vein of lithium ore. I don't know if there's lithium on the moon. I don't think you could legally mine for it anyway, but I do know that lithium is important for most modern batteries. If you're reading or watching this on a tablet or on a laptop or on your mobile phone, that device has got lithium-based rechargeable batteries. The stuff is very important. I believe there is a lot currently in China, I'm told, if I've got things right. So just lithium is going to be this universe's version of gold. We'll have to see if it's more of a story thread. Have a good evening. Catch you next time.